Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's second and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Y'all done.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Hey, watch the screen.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard.
Now a loose football, the ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Lance. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Broncos score. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Being chased out left. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Lance going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. This one swung out to Williams. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll just get rid of it.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw again on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from, so field position becomes a factor.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Fielded right around the 8. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Lance. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To throw is Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe 1 block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And McManus able to put it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Lance. Flush to his right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Now Lance. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Bridgewater. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a big play there for the Broncos. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Williams.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
Lance going to throw.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That is caught. It's Williams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams
with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Broncos are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him.
And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word. I just kept using it.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Lance.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the wall.